The year is 2018 and it's the night before my first ever property shoot. Without even owning a wide lens, I'd taken on the job, the paid job, the first ever paid job, doing a real estate property with a real estate agent. Very nerve-wracking. However, equipped with, I think in those days, an A7 III, and having to go hire the lens out the next day, I think it was a 16 and 35 or whatever, I got to the property. Backtrack, the night before, having never shot a property video before, I search up on YouTube, property video Sydney or real estate video Sydney. I'm on the other side of Australia in kind of a smaller city, but I knew that if I just searched Sydney, it had the hottest real estate market. So I knew things would be marketed well there. And I came across a guy called Gavin Rubenstein. If you're from Canada or the US, do a bit of a search. You may have seen his videos. He was one of the first agents at the time to be doing, what we would consider today as the standard, but in those days it was more of that crazy style. And so I looked at this video and I thought, because I'd not really looked at what was being done here in Adelaide at the time, I just thought that was how property videos were done. So I watched the video and I go, all right, tomorrow that's what I'm going to create. And I went to the shoot, worked with the agent, and I'm sure if you remember back to your first property video, it's a very nerve-wracking experience. You don't know what you're doing. You're kind of all over the place. You overshoot it. But got it done and went back to the edit room. Still editing on my school laptop. It was like the biggest piece of shit little MacBook that could barely handle the footage. Everything's overexposed. Nothing's smooth. It's just, it's an absolute disaster by today's standards. However, I was able to put the property video together and bring to South Australia a style that hadn't been seen before. Now, I deliver the project to the client. The client puts it out on realestate.com, which if you're in the US would be Zillow. They put it on the portals, they post it online, and the video just goes really well. It gets the attention not only of people in the marketplace looking to buy a property, but it got the attention of real estate agents. And so unknowingly at the time, I was starting to build momentum, which we'll talk about. And post delivering that project and that project going out, like I mentioned, other real estate agents were seeing this particular video and wondering who's done it. Mind you, I'm still working in a bar at this time, part-time, and it's not a full-time gig yet. And so what happened was I got a message that would change the trajectory of my entire career on Instagram. And I nearly dropped the ball on this one. Through some way or another, a real estate agent, a really good real estate agent, had seen the video and reached out looking for, how much I charge and whatever. And being a naive little creative, I didn't know what to charge. I had that fear of selling. I had the leads, I had people reaching out for stuff, but I was kind of paralyzed. I didn't know what to charge for it. And I ended up not getting back to the guy because I was busy, and he followed me up again. So I did another video for the same real estate agent that I'd just done the video for. He'd seen the video, he'd followed up again, this other real estate agent. And we ended up booking in a shoot. I rock up at the shoot and I deliver something that was better than the last. To continue to push, something that was separating real estate agents from each other in a marketplace. I'd brought something to South Australia that hadn't been seen before. And so what was happening was, and again, like I mentioned, I didn't realize at the time, but my flywheel was starting to spin. And it was all based on an appetite by the real estate agents to want to stand out amongst each other. And so from there, other real estate agents were seeing more and more content that was going out, and they were reaching out to do more videos. I'd like some videos too. And so pretty quickly, I was able to build a pretty decent or satisfactory client base of clients who loved the work and would book, repeat work week on week, month on month, year on year, which subsequently clients or that first client, those first set of clients, are clients that have been with Futuro Avenue for many, many years and have seen the entire progression, which is I'm very proud to say. So what this taught me is a number of things. Number one is that in the real estate game, the beauty of the real estate game is that we are being paid to create the marketing material for our own business. That's number one. Number two, real estate agents, by the nature of their business, continue to list more property, sell more property, list more property, sell more property. And so when you win the client once, they'll come back time and time and time again. Time and time and time again. And when you win one agent, other agents within the agency want to work with you as well. So it's this natural kind of, I guess, spread that allows you to build a client base quite quickly. These were the aspects that I acknowledged super early on in the career, and I think pushed me so hard to want to make each and every project better than the last, because I knew that every project that's on my desk right now brings the next project that's coming to me, whether that be from current clients or new clients who see it and want to work with us. So this is how I always operated my business. It was underpinned by this understanding of the flywheel and this immense passion to want to continue to build momentum, because the more momentum that I was able to create, the better my videos ultimately became. And the more I focused on how I was delivering it to clients and how we were delivering to clients as a company throughout the entire journey of Futuro Avenue, it's so crucial in why the projects got to a level in which they're at. Because we simply had the oxygen in the business to actually be able to dedicate time, energy, resources to actually making the projects really damn good. Now, when I summarize it in that little 10-minute spiel, it seems like it was easy sailing. But as you know, business is damn difficult, particularly monetizing creativity. Very damn difficult. It doesn't come without its challenges. Editing till 11 o'clock at night with agents breathing down your neck, asking where's my project, formatting SD cards by accident, taking on way too much work, not charging enough, getting fucked around by real estate agents, competitors in the market. But most importantly, or most notably, the perfectionism that plays on repeat in your head that stops you. It almost paralyzes you from actually creating projects. When you sit there going, this could be so much better. Does the track fit? I don't know. When the team puts something together and as an operator you go, got to change the track. Even though it's probably not the best financial business decision in those days, these were the little 1%ers that made the difference. I remember notably one of the most viewed YouTube videos on this channel, the Clovelly one. It originally had a different track. And I remember coming home from dinner, it was like 9 p.m, 10 p.m, and I just thought I'd swing past the office to see what the team had put together for the day, just to review the projects. And I watched it and I go, it's not right. Something not right. It can be better. I just remember like going down this rabbit hole for the next 45 minutes, just kind of scouring through tracks. And I found that, I think it's called Pioneer by Ryan Talbot. I'm like, yeah, this is the one. And so I sat there for the next 2 hours on my, I think it would have been like a Tuesday night, and I sat there in the office and re-edited the entire thing. And that's one of the most viewed real estate videos that I've put out on YouTube, which is awesome. So these were the 1%ers across the career. But I knew that from that particular project, I can notably say that I remember putting that one out and the clients were like, I want more of this. Whatever you did in this one, we want more of it. And this is when we started to increase like we had price points back in those days in excess of, $1,500, which in the early days was a lot of money. And as that momentum started to spin, and as the brands of the businesses that we worked with started to build momentum in their own right, and homeowners were listing with real estate agents because of the way in which they market property, everything started to spool up. Price points, bookings, relationships with customers got stronger. So this video, I just want to make a point that at the beginning, that's when it's the most difficult. You must think about it like a flywheel. I was just some random kid with a camera doing a property video on a hired lens, having never really shot one before back in 2018. And that momentum, that continuous desire to want to push the boundaries with the videos and having this underlying flywheel architecture beneath my business that my staff all understood is the key to why some of the best and most impactful real estate videos in the world have literally come out of this office. So remember, at the beginning, that's the most difficult time. It only gets easier. Stop thinking in straight lines. You must think in flywheels. It's the only way to make extremely impactful shit. Whether that's you as an operator or you and your team, it must be underpinned by the values that each project comes from the one, or your next project comes from the one that's sitting on your desk right now. And it just builds this relentless desire in you to want to be the best and want to continue to push the boundaries with it. So remember that. The beginning is always the most difficult. I speak with so many real estate media agency owners from across the globe on a weekly basis. And, the difficulty in the beginning, I can understand, but when you push past that, hard bit, and you've got those projects and you're leveraging them into the next work, it's actually a really, really easy business. It's a very, very easy business to scale because you're literally being paid to market your own business. And that's one of the most unique aspects of our industry that I'm not sure many people really consider or really, I think we take it for granted. So that's the story. I hope you found some value from this video. And if you're at a stage in which you're still at those first few projects, really start to think about the flywheel. Really look ahead and understand that the steps you're taking right now, the projects you're outputting right now, are just drivers. They're just an extra push in the right direction in building that momentum. Because once you build the momentum, it just simply is a machine that cannot be stopped. I'll catch you in the next one.